everybody. Thank you for taking BUAD160 with me, Business Society. And so for this video, and I will do a short introduction about myself and also talk about what this course is about and also give you some tips. And so some of you are feeling a little bit nervous. I got some email already, so because this is their first time to take online course. So the number one tip I can offer you is don't get nervous, don't freak out. So that's what this video about. I will offer you a couple tips in terms of how to prepare for this class and what you need to pay attention on. But first of all, I have to let you know who I am. So my name is Dr Jiang, and many of my students call me Dr. Jiang. So try to practice. And I originate from China, and so which means if you know how to pronounce my name, you can very proudly tell your friend, actually, you know what? I speak Chinese because my professors, I can pronounce my Chinese professor's last name, Jiang. So try your best. If not, you definitely can call me Dr. J. That's some of my other students call me. And so it do sound like a basketball player, and they know I played basketball when I was in high school. Not now anymore because just too busy in my research, teaching, and to hang out with my young daughter, baby daughter. And so I received my a PhD in economics and master in statistics from Washington State University. So actually my bachelor degree is finance. And so my research interest is in energy economics. And so it's kind of like studying how the people's decision will in the energy industry to affect the oil price, and also the renewable energy such as solar panel and the wind farm. How will that, how people will, how the government policy will affect people's decision to adopting those renewable energy, and also what is the environmental consequence of those energies. And also my second field is focusing on the environmental economics. So I mainly focus on how people's decision on the plastic product to affect the environment. So the goal is we are not only try to make money, but also try to help the future generations, the sustainable development. And also I'm super math oriented or quantitative but not oriented person. So I did a lot of study in the risk quantification and management. So if you are interested, and especially you are thinking to go to graduate school, and if you're interested in what I'm doing, and feel free to stop by my office to talk to me, and I will be happy to work with you to develop your own research project. So it's definitely will be very helpful when you apply for graduate school. And plus, if you're looking for a good job, I'm sure your employer will be happy to see you have some research background, because doing research not just for getting a PhD, doing research is doing something very creative. So you are showing your employee you have strong problem solving skills. So so what's new? That's always my student will ask me, what's the semester start? What's new? So I do have something very new to share. And some of students actually already sent me email to ask me about that. So that is my 2019 summer travel course. So yes, student will travel with me to China in 2019 summer. And so actually it will be a summer course and 5 weeks. So the first week, and we will meet online. And so the course name is called Globalization and China's Business and Economics Development. So it's Econ 340. It's upper level course, so it will fit in any business student's schedule because it's upper level course. So you need 42 credit hour, advanced credit hour to graduate. So you have so many free level class, and you can take it. But if you are econ major, you definitely need it. And so it's an upper level econ course. It fits in any kind of schedule. So let me go back to talk about schedule. So the first week will be online. The reason it's not face-to-face because I understand that in the summer, many of you actually gonna travel, will not be able to live on campus because they close the highland during the summer. So you need to travel back to your home or you rent another place. So it's kind of inconvenient for you to take the course on campus. So that's why we'll be online. So the first week online, we will learn the basic Chinese history how the economic growth look like and the business environment look like, etc. And then the second and third week, yes, we will travel to China together. So what's on the schedule? First of all, I already embedded a link about my travel course on the D2L, so you will be able to find it under the information about the faculty. So there is one link about myself, and the second link is travel to China with Dr. Jiang. So you will have more detail. But I want to emphasize a couple things during these 2 weeks when we were in China. So the number one thing is we actually will get trained by the JP Morgan Chase. If you don't know what JP Morgan Chase, Google it. So that actually is very top global financial institute. So their employee will give us a half day to 1 day training about how they are running business in China and what is most characteristic they are looking for and when you're on the job market. So to help you to understand how the business works, and it will really help you to implement whatever you learn in the school to the real world and to try to see is that what am I learning very useful? And obviously you will have this network opportunity, you will network with the employer employee from JP Morgan Chase as well. If you have any question, your curiosity about running such a huge multinational corporation in China, you can ask them. So that's number one thing I want to highlight. And the second thing I want to highlight is we actually will talk to students in business, majoring in business or economics in Shanghai and in one of the university in North. And so the idea here is I just try to offer a platform to allow you to meet more friends, and especially having a similar background and having similar age. The reason is after this trip, and you should get a visa that valid for 10 years. And you can just go back by yourself, but you are not scared because you already have friends in China. And also after 10 years, and you may think about, okay, wait a second, I want to run a business. And then you have somebody in China to work with you. And so if you look at all the products you are using, especially the electronic product, they're all made in China. So if you are running business, you definitely need to know somebody in China to help you to understand the culture, to extend your business, or find a manufacturer to produce your product. So that's the second highlight. So you will meet the people in your age and having the similar background and have a discussion session with them. And hopefully we'll make a lot of friends there. And the third highlight I want to emphasize is we definitely will visit the Great Wall. So that's something you cannot miss because it is number one wonder of the world. How can you miss it? So we will sightseeing many things. The Asian Financial Center, Shanghai, and we also will see climb Mount Tai. So that's the tallest mountain in China, and also we will climb the Great Wall, visiting the Golden Palace, Summer Palace, and the Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square, and try the authentic Chinese food. And also our sister school in China, they actually will give us some lesson in Chinese calligraphy, and just so many things happening in 2 weeks. I cannot name it, it's a lot of things. And so unfortunately I will only take 10 students. I really hope I can take everybody on the trip, but there are some limits, so I only take 10. So everything, so this actually is our, I think it's our first faculty lead and homegrown travel study abroad course. And so everything is I help to manage. So the cost it definitely is low. And I got good rate for the hotel, and I also got and a good rate for the transportation. So I really hope this experience will allow you to figure out your future better, and whether you really want to be a businessman or businesswoman, or doing something related to the economics, or if you like the global community. And also the most important thing is many big corporations, they like the international experience, a global experience, and I do hope this course will give you better understanding about the second largest economy in the world. And when you get a job interview, you can very proudly not just talking about, okay, I traveled to China. You do learn things about China. So that's the special about this course. It is a course. So after the 2 weeks, we travel we're back from China. We actually will spend 2 to 3 weeks actually in American online, and we will work together on to figure out finish our project. So it will be a very productive class and very rewarding. I cannot wait to travel with you guys. So very excited. So this is what's new. Sorry, talk too much. And about the next, I want to talk about a couple of tips I want to offer you so that you can be not struggling in this class, especially if it's your first online course. So number one tip I always tell my student who take online is communication. So you have to keep a good communication with me. If you have any question, send me email. I usually respond to student email very quickly within 24 hours, except during the holiday or the time when I travel for a conference because I have limited internet. And so I want to help you out. So keep in mind, if you have any questions, send me email. And if you are taking some classes on campus, you definitely can stop by my office. So you can find my office hour on the D2L. And also during my office time, I'm in my office. So you can also call me. And also you can do Skype with me. And so the idea is just try to facilitate you to make your learning experience, have a good learning experience. So that's number one rule, keep a good communication with me, number one tip. And the second tip I want to offer you is, I already emailed you a file called how to get your final grade for BU8160. Make sure you will print it out. So print it out and paste somewhere you can see it every day, because you want to keep in mind, so what is the deadline for our homework assignment and exams. And so you have to keep in mind, because I'm not taking a submission, homework assignment, because right after the due date, the answer will be published. So there is no reason I can take your late submission, because it's going to be unfair for other students. And so keep in mind so that file actually give you a general idea about what will contribute to your final grades. And so if you are able to not just complete the homework, but also with a good quality, and you should get a really good grade in this class. But I always tell my students, don't just focus on the grade. Getting good grade sometimes may not be hard, but if you really learn, it is hard. And so I want to emphasize one thing about an assignment, that is our discussion. So our discussion, actually every weekly we have discussion. We have 2 due dates each week, so don't forget about it. So our first due date will be on every Wednesday. So you will post your initial post on the D2L by Wednesday 11 p.m. and follow the rubric and answer the question. And then the second due date is Sunday 11 p.m. So you have to read at least 2 students' posts and reply. Try to enjoy this process. Don't just treat it as assignment. So especially when you reply 2 students' posts, please don't just say, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, you did a good job. That's not reply. I want you to think, to really put your effort to think. I know it's hard when you're thinking about, I have to think, but you have to keep in mind, every time you feel, wow, I'm really struggling to think about it, you have to know that you actually start to training your brain how to do the critical thinking. Is very important. So when you are doing the reply, you should include, yes, good idea, but why? To try to involve you more, to give more information about it. So the idea is, I want you in this class to help you to develop your critical thinking ability, and at the same, along with gaining the professional knowledge in this field. And so this is number 2 tips, print out, keep in mind about the deadline of your homework assignment. And the number 3 tips is reading the syllabus carefully and follow the schedule. And so you're reading the chapters and try to enjoy this class, and don't treat it as something you have to do. This is something you are working on towards your future. And so number 4 tip I want to mention is, you have to purchase the textbook, and make sure no matter where you purchase, through the bookstore or through the MindTab website, or on Amazon, or no matter where you buy, but keep in mind you are buying the right edition. So by the right edition, already attached the ISBN code on the syllabus. So make sure buy the book with the right ISBN. And the second most important thing is you have to have the access code. So I know some students find super cheap version on Amazon, like $20 or $30. So they usually don't come with the access code. So why the access code is very important? Because all our homework assignments, exams, they all on the Mind tab. So you have to have online access code to get access to the Mind tab. So Mind tab. So keep in mind, you need to have the access code. So this is number 4 tip I want to offer to you. And the last tip I want to see is just try to enjoy yourself in this class. So every second you spend in this class, you are gaining value for yourself and for your future self. So every minute and every effort you put in, you are trying to build up your resume, build up your ability, so that when after 4 years, or if you are a sophomore, after 2 years, so after you graduate, when you are on the job market, you will find, wait a second, every class I learn is very useful. Although you don't really directly feel that directly concept will be used, but the whole process, developing your problem solving skills, critical thinking ability, is like lifetime skills. And keep in mind, enjoying this class. Please don't treat it just like something you have to do. Enjoy it. And hopefully I will make this class very enjoyable, so you will not only have your own motivation, but also I will make you like this class. And so the last thing I want to talk about is what this course about. And so no matter you're a business major or econ major, or you're non-business or non-econ major, and you will find this class actually kind of useful and fun, because during this class we're exploring how the business are running and why nowadays business can last longer. So why some business in the developing country, they only can last 1 year, 2 years. But if you look at the American giant corporation, the bigger they are, the longer they already been here. So why they can be so successful? And so it's not because they are good luck. The reason is they have certain mechanism they know they have to follow to run the company. So in this class, we will learn the basic concept related to the business world, such as the stakeholder, and such as and also especially we emphasize the ethical side. So nowadays, if you want to win the competition, you not only need to produce a good quality products and have built up your brand, but the most importantly, you have to be in the ethical business. And in this class, we will focusing on how to run the ethical business. Especially, we will have a lot of case study, and so those case study will be related to our discussion, weekly discussion. So we'll look at why Apple can be successful, why Microsoft can be successful, why Walmart can be successful. You actually will learn a lot of things. So you see them every day. You see they make tons of money, but you don't know what's the philosophy behind it. Why the manager make this decision? Like Wells Fargo making a commercial to apologize to the general public that they unfortunately their employee has misconduct, fake opening account, or look at the look at Ear Insurance. So they are not a financial institute, but also they donate money to different non-profit organizations. So why are they doing that? Are they just trying to be nice? So we have the reason to behind it. So that's what we're going to learn in this class, to look at how the ethics play an important role in nowadays business. So after this whole semester, and you will find, wow, you know so many things related to the successful big corporation. So you may think about in the future you want to run your own business. So this course definitely will be a first foundation you should take to get interested into this business world and get to know those fundamental concepts. And hope you were enjoying this first introduction video, and I know it's kind of like long, like 20 minutes, but hopefully it's a very informative video, and you know me better, you know what's my plan for the next, and also you know better how to prepare for this course, and also definitely know better about what's this course about. So I cannot wait to start this semester to see your posts on the discussion board, and to interact with you guys on the D2L. And so good luck in your new your semester. And so you're welcome to send me a greeting email. Tell me who you are, especially if you want to participate in my 2019 summer travel course. Give me some idea about who you are, what you're interested in, and so I will consider you when I start to officially recruiting students. And so again, good luck on everything. And if you are on campus, stop by my office, say hello to me, and I cannot wait to see you guys. Bye.